Hey guys, Mel24 here with another video for you guys. This is going to be my top 30 albums of 2013. This is going to be from numbers 30 to 21. Now let's just get started with this. At number 30, we have Fit for an Autopsy with Hellbound. Now, Fit for an Autopsy, they're a very talented deathcore band. They're just really aggressive, very kick-ass breakdowns. Like, it just really gets you like hyped to like go crazy. And that's what I really like about them. And the solos that they do are phenomenal. Like Still We Destroy, that solo is phenomenal. And actually they like the vocalist of that band, Nate Johnson of Fit for an Autopsy. He was the former vocalist of 30 Eyes of the Dead. He was in their 2007 release Malice, and I really like loved that album. And I just really wanted to see like what he could do in other bands. I found out he was in Fit for an Autopsy. I checked this out and I loved the sound. This is a really great offering, and I would love to see what they do in the future. Like, this is a great sophomore album. This is a great release. So at number 30, Fit for an Autopsy with Hellbound. At number 29, we have Aristia with Demoralization of the Luminary. Now, Aristia, they're kind of like, they're really similar to Rings of Saturn, but like Rings of Saturn, they're like technical death metal and deathcore. You kind of take away the technical death metal aspect of it. It's kind of like a more progressive Rings of Saturn, more deathcore, more progressive versus Rings of Saturn. And I really love how the way that they blend deathcore and progressive metal together, because it is a great combination. And I would really love to see what they do in the future, because this is a really great debut album. And actually, this was supposed to be released through Rite of Passage Records, but like for some reason, like they had some kind of like copyright thing, like copyright. I'm not sure, and so they just leaked the album. But I count it as an official release, and it's a really enjoyable listen. So at number 29, Aristia with Demoralization of the Luminary. At number 28, we have Dark Summer with In Tongues. Now, Dark Summer, they're not really too known. They're kind of like a newer band into the scene. This is actually their debut album. This is actually released through Good Fight and E1 Records. And Good Fight, they sign phenomenal bands. They have like Contortionist, they have Within the Ruins, they have Reflections, and Dark Summer, they're really like a really aggressive band, a really aggressive deathcore band. Like, they kind of have different elements of deathcore. Like, they kind of have more of a death metal edge to them, and the vocalist actually sounds like a really big, brolic guy, like someone that could like kick your ass. But like, if you like see him in pictures, he kind of looks scrawny, and I kind of think like I think that's actually really cool. And this is a really great album. Really great debut album. Debut albums aren't usually really great, but this is a freaking awesome album. At number 28, Dark Sermon with In Tongues. At number 27, we have Northlane with Singularity. Now, Northlane, they blend elements of metalcore and progressive metal, and those are two genres that really haven't been combined. There's only like really two bands that I know that do that, which is Northlane and Glasscloud. And Northlane, they really blend those two genres together, and they kind of like make it into like this awesome kind of music. And metalcore in the past couple of years hasn't really been consistent as it used to be, like as in really like good, as in phenomenal music. And Northlane, they're actually, in my opinion, they're probably the best metalcore band out there today. And they're so talented, and this album is a really great album. Actually, I got the chance to see them live 2 weeks ago with Vela, and they were just phenomenal. Like, everybody was going crazy. It was a great show, and this is a really amazing album, and I would really like for you guys to check it out if you guys haven't yet. So at number 27, Northlane with Singularity. At number 26, we have Within the Ruins with Elite. Now, this is actually my brother's copy. He has it signed by the whole band. And Within the Ruins, they're another really unique band. They blend two elements of deathcore and melodic death metal, and you add them together, and it's just like a really aggressive, kick-ass kind of band. And I got the chance to see them live twice this year, with once with After the Burial, and one of them was a headlining show with Reflections, and they're a really great band. Like they're really aggressive, really the melodies in there are amazing. Like the guitar work is just phenomenal. Like that's really the standout factor, the guitar work in this band, and that. And it's really unique because you don't really hear melodies like that. Like, if you hear a song by Within the Ruins, you're going to know it's Within the Ruins. You're not going to be like, hey, who is that? That sounds like another band. Like, you're going to know it's Within the Ruins. And this is a really great album. I kind of think probably this is their best album that they put out. I haven't really listened to any of their other stuff, like, not, like, in its entirety. But out of, like, all the songs that they put, this is actually my favorite. And at number 26, Within the Ruins with Elite. At number 25, we have Circles with Infinters. Now, Circles, they are one of the bands like that are like kind of progress metal or gent. That's an ongoing dispute. I'm not gonna go there. And they're Australian. Like, a lot of the progress metal bands out there right now are really like from like either like the UK or the US, but they're actually very unique. They're really more of like a grooving based, and the vocals are really unique. Like, that's what I really like about metal. How like a lot of the clean vocals don't sound the same. Like I forgot the vocalist's name. I'm sorry. His vocals are just amazing. There are a lot of songs that are like just like, wow, like what did I just listen to? Like, this is like just amazing. And Circles, they're a really talented band. I would really love to see what they do in the future. This is their debut album. I actually really love their the Compass EP that was released 2 years ago, and that's what kind of really got them their fan base. And this is a really great album. It's a long album. It's actually 12 tracks and it's like 50 minutes long. And you can check out my review. I reviewed it and see more of what I think. At number 25, Circles with Infinitas. At number 24 is the first non-metal album on this list. It's actually Serj Tankian with Jesus Christ. Now, Serj Tankian, for those people who don't know, I really shouldn't be saying this because everybody knows, he was the vocalist of System of a Down, and he started his solo project after System of a Down broke up. Well, actually, they're back together now. And he was kind of more of like a hard rock metal sound, but like what he's been releasing lately, he released a symphony album, he released a jazz album, and apparently he's releasing a like electronic album next year. And this is a really good album. It's mostly instrumental, and this is a really unique jazz album because like a lot of the jazz albums that I hear are like mostly saxophone. And there's no saxophone in this. It has like trumpet and flute, and like it's a very unique combination of instruments put together. And there's like 2, 3, maybe 4 tracks that have Serj Tankian doing vocals on it. He mostly composes it, and it's a really great album. It's a very unique jazz album. Probably one of the most unique jazz albums I ever heard. And it's a really enjoyable listen. At number 24, Serj Tankian with Jesus Christ. At number 23, we have the Dillinger Escape Plan with One of Us is the Killer. Now, this album was really like kind of like a comeback, and actually everybody, like a lot of people, this is actually topping a lot of people's lists. Like, I was expecting this to be okay, not as great as I thought it would be, because it topped a lot of people's lists, and I was like, oh, it's pretty overrated. I checked it out. It's a really great listen. This like blends genres of like mathcore, progressive metal, jazz fusion, and you put those together and you just get the Dillinger Escape Plan, and they're really unique. And like I really wanted, like, if someone would ask me, hey, what's a band similar to them, I really can't say it because there's no band that I know that are really like similar to the Dillinger Escape Plan, and that's what I like. And this is just a really great album. So at number 23, the Dillinger Escape Plan with One of Us Is the Killer. Now at number 22, it's I might get shitted on for this because a lot of people thought this was a disappointment for the year, and this is an album that either you loved it or you hated it. So at number 22, it's Born of Osiris with Tomorrow We Die Alive. Now Born of Osiris, they gained a lot of their fan base from 2011's The Discovery, and people are like, oh yeah, this is not The Discovery, I don't like it, it's not as good as The Discovery. But like, this album has like a lot of great moments. Like, you have the song Absolution, which is like so that's Born of Osiris. That's when I heard that song, that's like Born of Osiris, that's one of their best songs. And really, it was really just Machine that I really didn't like off the album. That's the only song I didn't like, and all the other tracks on the album are like really great. They have amazing melodies, great breakdowns. The vocal work is amazing. The keyboard work from Joe is just out of this world. It's a great album. I don't think it's better than The Discovery, but it's still like that great. I'm not gonna compare it to The Discovery like everybody else did. Like, as an album alone, this is a really great album. And at number 22, Born of Osiris with Tomorrow We Die Alive. Now, the last album we're going to talk about at number 21 is Protest the Hero with Volition. Now, this album was released kind of late in the year. This was released back in October. And this is a really great album. Rhodey Walker's vocal work is just out of this world. Like, it is just amazing. Even though I kind of think Keziah is their best offering, this is still a very enjoyable listen, and it's still really really good. Like, I really dig this album a lot. Like a lot of the tracks, Clarity, Drumhead Trial, what's that, A Life, A Month, like Animal Bones, like those songs are just like really great. And Protest the Hero, they added they added a very great new addition to their discography, and Protest the Hero, they have done it again. Like, they are staying consistent what they did. And actually, Mo Carlson left the band during like the recording of the album, so they got Chris Aller to do it. The drum work is really great, but it could be better. But it's still good because this is his first take on like progressive music, and it is still really great. Number 21, Protest Hero with Volition. That's all I have to say about like this list, and check out tomorrow's list from numbers 20 to 11 and check that out. So yeah, stay tuned for more and keep it metal.